My 5 years old and 6 years old are playing restaurant. My 6-year-old's restaurant has a no baby policy. My 5 years old has 5 babies and is very angry about this. She's causing a whole scene at the restaurant. The babies are crying. It's crazy. I'm trying my best not to get involved in this. My kid does an amazing old lady impression with a toothless grin, a pretend cane, a bent posture, and says in her old lady voice, "I was born in 1983. We were eating dinner, and it was really quiet because we were enjoying our food. My 5-year-old out of nowhere. So I didn't get that promotion." Her comedic timing was perfect. I can't stop laughing. I'm so proud. Watching a documentary on ancient Egypt when my 5 years old stops in front of the TV, drops her jaw and says, "They wrote on walls? You're not supposed to write on walls." Parenthood kinda feels like you got hit by a car, and as you struggle to get up someone asks you for a snack. My kids were shouting Harry Potter spells at each other, and my 5-year-old, who is not that familiar with Hogwarts wizardry, decided to just repeatedly yell, "Ukulele macaroni," and, well, name me a better spell than that. My kids had money to spend at the store. My daughter bought a toy and my son bought a rotisserie chicken. I asked my 11 years old to help me write my vacation away message, and she suggested, "I am on vacation, so your email will be deleted." Working from home while your kids are home is like trying to read a book at a Metallica concert. My 6-year-old heard his first 5-finger death punch song and said, "What in the world is this nonsense?" Next, he'll be yelling at the neighborhood kids to get off his lawn. Daughter writes note, "You're the worst mom ever." Me? My kiddo came into my room, kissed my forehead and said, "I'm sorry you're fat. How's your morning?" A vacation with kids isn't really a vacation. It's just parenting in a different location where you don't know where anything is. I'm begging y'all to remember that you're naming people, not just babies. A 17-year-old will have that name. A 28-year-old will have that name. A 43-year-old will have that name. A 77-year-old grandparent will have that name. Maybe we should rethink choosing Mackinsley Grayson. My 7 years old didn't want to eat at a particular restaurant because she didn't want to eat outside. I told her we'd be eating inside the building. She then argued that buildings are technically outside. She is now my attorney. Last night, I told my 4-year-old I loved her, and she said, "I love you so much that if someone chopped your head off, I'd carry it around forever in a bag." Me. I need to clip your toenails. 8. Big sigh. This was supposed to be a good day. My 4 years old was pretending to be a cat before bed, then meowed a few times in his sleep. Now that is commitment to a bit. I asked my son what time he wanted me to wake him up on the first day of school. My kid not only replaced the toilet paper roll, but put it on facing the right way. My parenting book is out this fall. My son asked to go to an amusement park for his birthday, so he could ride roller coasters. We went. He didn't feel like riding them. We came home. He is now watching roller coasters online and asking when we can go back. That sums up parenting pretty well. My daughter woke up at 5 because of crows outside. She stuck her head outside the window and said, "Mom, the bird witches are calling me." And to sum up, I have my next book, and also, I need to call a priest. "If you make me go to bed, Mama, I'll kick you in the balls." My 5-year-old, still figuring out threats. Boy twin asked what happens when you die, and girl twin replied, "They throw your bones in a hole and put sand on top, and people make sandcastles, and eat ice cream, and have a lot of fun." And I think she might be confusing dying with going to the beach. Parenting is having a phone contact list filled with names like Amy Bailey's mom. I choked on some water earlier, and during my coughing fit, my 4 years old asked me to be quiet so he could hear the TV. It's safe to say I should start saving for a nursing home now. I was complaining to my mom that my kids are acting out on my birthday, and she reminded me that when I was a teenager I ran over her foot on her birthday, and honestly, why is she making this about her? My 5-year-old daughter does a cartwheel. Me. That was great. Do you want to try gymnastics classes? Or dance? You get to wear fun costumes and do shows. Her, no. I want to be a normal person and do nothing. School emails be like, "Welcome to X Elementary. Your supply lists include everything you've already bought but in a different color. Our drop-off time is 8:24. Students arriving at 8:26 will be late. The PTA will need a donation equal to your mortgage. Welcome back." Has anyone successfully transferred a sleeping baby from a stroller to their crib? Or y'all just put the whole stroller in the crib, or what? My daughter told me she packed one of the canteens she found in the basement for overnight camp, and we don't own any canteens, so I checked her bag just to see what she was talking about and pulled out a flask. She was almost the edgiest kid in the 10-years-old cabin. I have 3 kids. Between the 3 of them today, they dirted 17 bowls. 17. What in the actual hell? Me. Do you have any school papers for me to sign? 8-year-old. Yes. Me. Where are they? 8. At school. I'm in Target alone without my kids, and I might as well be in Bora Bora. Me. Be good for your mom while I'm gone this weekend. 10-year-old. We'll be just like we are for you. Me. Please don't do that. Have kids so you can wish they'd leave you alone, and when they're out of the house, you fondly scroll through 8,000 pics of them. We opened a bank account for 13. He downloaded the app, and now every day he sends me invoices to pay him for being alive and for not farting at dinner. Thanks, I hate it. My kid really doesn't like being called a liar, especially when he's lying. Please send thoughts and prayers for 7. He was forced to eat a blue popsicle because his brother ate the red one before he could. I only hope we can get through this. My daughter told me that she won't be having kids because she feels like she'd end up with one like my son, who is trying to lick his elbow right now. 5 was in bed for a while, then she yelled, "Mommy, come here!" And I yelled back, "Why?" Then she yelled, "I haven't thought of a reason yet." My toddler got a hold of the markers. I caught her red-handed, purple-handed, too. The crazy part about parenting is you won't even know if you are doing a good job until much, much later. 5 told me he wrote a song called "I Just Put Honey in My Hair," and turns out he wrote the song based on actual events that happened during breakfast. Kids under 3 get in free to Disneyland, which means you're only charged admission to the park if your brain is capable of forming long-term memories. By that token, Disneyland should also be free if you're blackout drunk. Before I had kids, I had no idea peeling a banana could make another human so angry. Find me someone more helpless than a parent who is fully clothed with a kid who refuses to get out of the pool. My mom looks beautiful when she go out to the club. The dad rule book states you must say, "We've got to stop money laundering," every time you find a dollar bill in the dryer. Me as a child. 20 years from now our cars will fly. My kids today, "Mom, the Roomba is stuck under the couch again." Parenthood kinda feels like you got hit by a car, and as you struggle to get up someone asks you for a snack.